What's going on? Crypto Doge back in our video talking about Ethereum and why it has been rising for the last week or so, and future price levels and price predictions for the long term as well as the short term, and levels I think you guys should be buying at and also selling at. So let's get right into it. If you go here to the CoinMarketCap, as you guys know, yesterday and today we've had quite a dip in the market. It was at almost 900 billion market cap, and it went down to around 750 billion. So one of the reasons for this is because they did take out Korean markets out of the price here, because pretty much this price here, it's pretty much all the it's the average price of all of these exchanges, as you guys know. So depending on the percentage of volume and the price, it kind of factors it into the price. So as you guys can see, like, look, there's a price here that's $22,000, but then there's some that are 14,000, some that are 16,000, stuff like that. So that's kind of what's interesting about it, is that they took out the Korean markets, which have the very high prices like 22, 23,000. I think this is what that star means, right? I don't know where you can see, but pretty much they do not factor them into the market anymore, just because, look, price excluded, as you guys can see, price excluded, because the prices are so different from most of the other markets that it changes the average by a big percentage. Therefore, it did make the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies drop. But what's actually going on is that they're just not showing the Korean markets, which is actually a big percentage of the markets, kind of a big percentage, not too big of a percentage, but it definitely does make a difference by at least a few $100s, and maybe even close to $1,000 of difference. So it does make a big difference. So also, as you guys can see, Ethereum has repassed Ripple, which I'm very happy about. I feel like Ethereum really deserves its place in the #2 spot, and it's just, I feel like that's where it's supposed to be. Ethereum in the #2 spot. I've seen it there for almost a year straight, always in the #2 spot. So it was almost weird for it to not be in the #2 spot anymore for a little bit of time. As you guys can see, Ripple did have quite a big drop in the last few days. It was up to like $3.50, and then now it's down to like $2.50, which is quite a dramatic drop. It could actually be a good buy level to buy back in right now if someone wants to get into Ripple. But right now we're not talking about Ripple. I might make a separate video about that, or just bunch up a video with a bunch of cryptocurrencies, talking about a bunch of cryptocurrencies that you should get into or whatever. But today we're talking about Ethereum. So Ethereum, as you guys should know if you were looking at the CoinMarketCap in the last week or so, is that Ethereum was at around $700 on New Year's, right? And then it just started having a huge run up since then, in this like perfect, almost diagonal channel that I show you guys here. I kind of made this channel that has just been going really, really good for the last week or so. And only here did it really get out of the channel, and here it came out of the channel, where this was a little bit too high and this was a little bit too low. This was yesterday when the market really had a nice crash, a pretty big correction, and then kind of rebounded from that, rebounded halfway from its highs. So I'm going to be talking about why Ethereum is going to continue to go up more in the long term, but short term, we'll see about that. So first of all, why Bitcoin has been going down for the last bit is because people see that the returns in Bitcoin are not so high as they used to be, and there's a lot of people that are really, really greedy with their money. They want to make like a 5 or 10 times ROI on their money within a few days, weeks, or months, which is just not really realistic, especially if you're investing in Bitcoin, which have more stable and small returns over the long term. So people are going down the market cap and looking at these smaller coins that are worth a few cents or something with low market caps, and to get into and make huge returns, such as coins like Verge and Rayblox and etc. that have been going crazy over the last few days. But we're not going to be talking about that this video. So Ethereum, people were getting back into Ethereum after Bitcoin kind of has been sleeping over the last few weeks, and yeah, people have been transferring their money back into Ethereum. So the reason why I think Ethereum has also been going up is because, as you guys can see, there is huge communities about around Ethereum, since it has been such a huge cryptocurrency for actually many years. So, whoops, I forgot to put the /r. So, and also mining. I'm going to talk about Ethereum mining. So, many people do mine Ethereum, and therefore they're holding their coins and obviously want the price to increase over the long term, since they're mining and then holding their coins, just like I am doing. If we go here to my nano pool, you guys can see that I have been mining Ethereum, and all I'm doing with all the Ethereum I'm mining is just holding it and waiting for the price to go up, which is has been doing, which is making my mining even more profitable, which is obviously good for me, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing for probably the next few years. I'm probably going to be trying to sell my Ethereum maybe in 2020. Maybe when it's at $10,000, I'll sell my Ethereum, not before that. Definitely for me, I'm holding Ethereum long term. But people who want quick returns from Ethereum and want to make money quick, I think you missed it, guys. If you bought in here at $700 and sold it here at $1,200, boom, you almost double your money within a week or so. But I do not think that's going to happen again very soon, that's for sure. I don't think that Ethereum will be at $2,000 next week. I definitely don't think that. But if you wait a few months, maybe a few years, definitely think that is a huge possibility for Ethereum. Ethereum, though, is a generation 2 cryptocurrency. So pretty much there's 3 generations of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is like the first generation of cryptocurrency, which is like the earliest forms of cryptocurrency, which are pretty slow, bad transaction times, and bad transaction fees. And then Ethereum is a little bit better. It's a generation 2, so it's a little bit faster. But then some of these new cryptocurrencies, such as Rayblox, I'm not sure which ones are all Gen 3, but I know Rayblox is a Gen 3 cryptocurrency, which makes it a lot faster, a lot better, and more technologically advanced compared to Ethereum, since it's just better and newer technology, right? But even so that Ethereum is a Gen 2 cryptocurrency, I think it does have a huge chance in these markets, since since it is one of the original way back cryptocurrencies that has been out for quite a bit of time, and it is obviously on Coinbase, and it is very known by the public. I would say that definitely Bitcoin is the #1 most known cryptocurrency, but number 2 is definitely Ethereum. People know Ethereum a lot. If someone knows Bitcoin, they most likely know Ethereum. Same thing for Litecoin. Most likely they know Litecoin. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So Ethereum, I think, is really going to go up, but not right now, not in the short term. If you are looking to hold Ethereum for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or at least like 5, 6, 7 months, I think you will be really happy with your returns. But if you are looking to make quick returns in 1 or 2 weeks, double your money in 2 weeks or something like that, no, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you guys this. I think it's a lot better to look for these short-term, no, not short-term, these long-term, shorter, smaller returns compared to trying to chase these crazy returns from these cryptocurrencies that no one even knows about, that are just getting pumped and dumped every single day. Like if we go here to trending, gainers and losers, you guys can see that there's cryptocurrencies that have 9 times in the last 24 hours, which is just insane. If you go to 7 days, there's a cryptocurrency that 77 times in the last 7 days, guys. That's just insane. And if you're looking for things like that, I'm sorry, but you can't just get that just like that. This is just luck. If you're investing in these cryptocurrencies, it's just luck pretty much. And these are not realistic returns for the average investor unless you are speculating on crazy cryptocurrencies, right? Like, does this look like a market that makes sense to get into? It's just like, it's worth like literally nothing, and then boom, there's this insane spike where it's at now, and it just keeps going up, and then people are saying, oh my god, I gotta get in now. And I'm telling you guys, there are people buying in right here at 36 cents and 44 cents actually, and the people who are doing that, not very smart. So definitely, I think, for me at least, the top 20 or 30 or maybe 40 cryptocurrencies are the ones I'm focusing on, the ones that actually have good technology for the long term. But I'm definitely going to be making more videos on those and other separate cryptocurrencies. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys want to invest in Ethereum, I think it is a good time to do so under the $1,100 range. If you can get in at around 1,000, like one of these dips here, I think that would be perfect to get into. But for the long term, do not look to sell this within a week or 2 weeks or something stupid like that. Definitely just buy this, forget about it, look back in a year and see what the price of Ethereum is. That's pretty much what I'm doing. But that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know which coins you are investing into at the moment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.